Republican leaders held a press conference in Raleigh in which they blamed Democrats for the death of Irina Zarutska, a Ukrainian refugee living in Charlotte. They also proposed harsher punishments and even a return to the death penalty, which North Carolina hasn't used since 2006. But let's take a step back for just a moment and consider two things. First, Republicans have controlled our state legislature for almost 15 years, and during some of that time, they've had a veto-proof supermajority in both chambers. So if North Carolina has a crime problem, it's happened on their watch. And that leads me to point number 2, which is, does North Carolina have a crime problem? Data from the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation shows that crime, especially violent crime, has been steadily falling across North Carolina for a decade. Now, in terms of where crime is happening, once you account for population, crime isn't highest in our biggest cities. It's hitting smaller, poorer counties the hardest. In fact, the 3 counties with the highest crime rates, Robeson, Edgecombe, and Scotland, respectively, all have fewer than 150,000 residents. Now, when it comes to reducing crime, there's a real solution already working here in North Carolina, and it doesn't involve ending cash bail, it doesn't involve executing people, and it doesn't involve barring the governor from studying criminal justice. Durham's 911 crisis response units, known as HART, Holistic and Empathetic Assistance Response Teams, show what's possible when we respond to behavioral health and quality of life emergencies with care, not force. The program has 4 parts. First, crisis call diversion puts mental health experts in the 911 call center to help before problems get worse. Second, community response teams are unarmed teams that handle nonviolent mental health and quality of life calls. Third, the co-response program sends a clinician with a police officer to deal with riskier situations. Finally, the involuntary commitment response team includes a clinician and EMT who do on-site mental health checks when someone may need involuntary care. This is what real public safety looks like. Trained professionals addressing crises, preventing escalation, and keeping communities safe without defaulting to punishment. Which brings us back to this. Irina's family deserves justice, North Carolina families deserve safety, and none of us deserve to see tragedy turned into a political prop. For more quick hits and deep dives, head over to the Hometown Holler YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button, and we'll take care of the rest.